Good morning, everybody. So I just had coffee, but the very first thing that happened this morning is that we woke up and I was just about to feed the puppies, the dogs. Look how cute. At around like 5:45, but I woke up 5 o'clock. I'm always this excited to wake up. And then my husband got up and see what was the commotion about because all five dogs were rushing in, and I did not want them to fight over food, which they always do. And then for some reason, my husband saw that the ducks came out of the pen. We had to chase them and pick them one by one to put them back. And I would like to think it was the dogs that made the hole on the netting. And yeah, so that was our morning. And then today it's my assistant, our assistant's day off. And as much as we need him here because we have a lot of things to do, look at those guys. So that used to be the old hut of the caretaker. Dismantled everything, and had them picked up all of the pieces that they wanted to save. And then he burned every trash, like sacks and sacks of peanut shells, corn cobs, and all that. So yeah, and what I wanted to do is to sort out all of the stuff that needs to be throwing away and the stuff that could be used in the garden, like stuff that decomposed. I feel like we really need to do a lot of work now, covering up all of the trees, around the base to get ready for the dry season. But first, what I'm gonna do is to try and prune this lemon tree. It is struggling. It could use a bit of pruning, and then I wanted to cover the base, get it ready for the dry season. So they have been saying that we have typhoon coming, and today is Saturday, but the weather's been like this for 3 days now, and they are saying it's going to be until around Monday, Tuesday. So I'm taking advantage. I have been planting a lot of trees around the perimeter because I'm really dreading the summer. I mean the dry season, because as you can see, there is not a single tree on this side of the land. Down there, downhill, we have a lot. So it's cooler down there for the pigs, but up here it's just so hot during daytime. And the only trees we have here is this is a kind of Peruvian cherry, I think, mainly for the birds, but you can eat them. They're really tiny and sweet. And this big guava. And this is like a native fig tree. And for some reason, we have this, um, I don't know what you call it, like an old belief that a fig tree like this, we call it in local dialect a doralog. It's commonly, it's a belief for everybody that it's like a cursed tree. It's like inviting all bad spirits. And I think that's the reason why my brother um, took all of the leaves, and he's planning, I did not know, to cut it down. He told me, but I'm glad he didn't because I'm going to talk to him when he comes back. So my brother doesn't live here, but he comes and visit us every once in a while, and he did a lot of cleaning up of this area. When it was looking like a building site, we had a lot of leftover materials just like littering around this space. So he did all that and putting down old hut and made that space a lot more like accessible. So yeah, he's coming back and he walked all of the grasses from that side of the property. So I expect him, my brother is like the person who wakes up in the morning and doesn't want to be idle. So those are still some of the materials. I wanted to get rid of them, but I have to hold off because we still need to put an outside toilet, so we might need them, and the balcony. So yeah, the outside toilet will be here. As you can see, there is this PVC pipe um opening, or yeah, ready for the toilet. Yeah, so let's go tackle this one. I have to use a stand. I'm not sure if the microphone can pick it up because it's quite a distance. I have reduced it to about a half of its original size. I'm not sure if you could notice it, but I've taken all of the uh, sickly looking stems. So hopefully it will sprout new growth, which will be looking a lot healthier. So all of the pipes are like exposed. That one I got it from the dump site, which I will talk about in a minute. And I'm gonna turn it into a planter because the soil here is like heavy clay, and sometimes it has a mixture of like a this kind of rock that crumbles easily. But then when it's dry, it turns into like a stone, and it's gonna choke any new plants trying to recover. So we were having breakfast, and the dogs started to bark aggressively. A group of kids started shouting from up there. I think, and then a group of like family having boxes, backpacks, like food trays or something started appearing. So I think there is like a family event going on, or is it like a picnic? Yeah. So on a weekend like this, a lot of we could see a lot of people sometimes in groups going up there, and I think getting a good view of the sea from here. Yeah. So we're not totally isolated. So I was talking about this appeared like a solar light coming from the top of the mountain last night, and there is no village there. It's not a residential area. There's no road leading up to there. So this is a close-up look of it. And let's see. Camping. Yeah, probably a group of teenagers of people camping out for the night. So it's that high, it's that far from here. Yeah, I could see Peso is awake and prepping his breakfast. And I think sometimes it's a good thing that people are aware that we are not by ourselves here. And oh my goodness, guys, it's such a beautiful day today. It's not sunny and it's not raining either. And a weather such as these, I wanted to take advantage and do a lot of planting. That's the kind of productivity I am so contented about. But let me just show you. And definitely people from this area wake up really early. So yeah, those people um, came up from here. So that's the lower portion of the property. So I think they used to come up here and going up there. So now they are learning to take the side route, which is not ours anymore. And sometimes my husband gets really bothered about it, like seeing other people close to the property. And I said, you have to be very friendly, and they have every right to be passing by on that side. I was born in that village by the sea, and I don't know many people here, but I'm familiar with the place. And sometimes I would like to think this used to be like a camping ground or a picnic area for um, families, for teenagers, because while we were building the house, a group of kids came up and wanted to go up there. And then we told them to take the side route because we now closed off the property due to people bringing their cows in here and grazing them down there without a rope, without a leash. So sometimes the cows would come up and munched on my grafted trees, which I bought. And yeah, that's the reason why we put barbed wire all around the property and also built the gate. Yeah. All right. So it's been drizzling on and off, and I have been mainly doing some bits and pieces of work in front of the house. So I just wanted to take advantage of the weather, which is not too hot. I'm not sure if you could see it from here, but I trimmed the mango trees, these two small ones. It looks like they are in a fruiting stage. So I thought I'm gonna tidy up the tree, and that's what I did this morning. Hang on. So this area has been untouched since we moved in here, and we have a lot of this around. This is lemongrass, which I wanted to propagate and distribute all over the place. It's good for roasting chicken and chicken soup and all that. So this is a small tree, but the trunk, it has like a good diameter to it, and I had to like make space in the middle so the tree could get some more sunlight. And as a preparation for dry weather, I just piled all of these on the ground. And same thing with this one here. Yep. So in this part of the country, I'm not sure if it's all over the country, it's a practice that whenever they have something like this, like materials from the tree, they just burn it down. But for me, it's very useful as a mulch, and eventually it will feed the plant. So I plan to clean up, like prune trees and bananas down, and this will get done before the summer, before the dry season, I hope. And I'm not taking this down yet because we are not touching this area because my brother is gonna bring his um, goats in a few weeks time, but I will try. I'm not sure if you could see that. That is a moringa tree which is struggling, so I'm gonna cut the grass around it and pile it on the bottom of the tree to preserve some moisture, and I'm gonna do the same thing about this one. I'm gonna cut it down and propagate. So I've peeled off the fresh leaves earlier and given them to the pigs, the chickens and ducks, and see if they like it, because yeah, whatever we could do and harvest from the area to minimize the um, expenses for the feeds, we would try anything. And this is a sour salt plant, so I do not want trees to get really big and bushy. I wanted to like keep the sizes small so as to allow the view to be unobstructed. Hang on, I need to get, yeah, so I trimmed it just a little bit. And I think I'm gonna talk to my brother that I will do the trimming of the trees because last time he trimmed this one and he just peeled the bottom branches off. And for me, I wanted to keep the bottom branches off and cut the top. That way, if it bears fruit, it will be more accessible without any difficulty. So I trimmed it further down today and just, ooh, what was that? Something moving in there. Just could be wind. I get jumpy around like bushes like this in case there is like, oh no. So yeah, okay. That's not a clean cut I was hoping for. It will produce more branches. Why is it cracking? I want it to be like a clean cut. Oh no. Oh no. I need to get that mini chainsaw. Yeah, I think that one is alright. I'm gonna cover that with plastic so it won't rot. It will just heal. Yeah, so that's good. There's a lot of dragon fruit planted here, but it's not gonna do because it's very shady. So I will have to transfer that as well. And there's more down here. Yeah, alright, I'm coming up. Yeah. So we are walking down the property and I wanted to get into that moringa tree, and I've already started cleaning it up a bit, like cutting off sickly looking branches. So from down here, that's where the house is, and you can barely see it. So we are walking down, so that's the view from here. And we have, yeah, needs a bit more cleaning to do. So pardon all of the plastics that's going around. So I haven't mentioned this to you before, guys, but there, that side is a dump site. And I wanted to tell you that don't dismiss it or say like, ugh, they live close to a dump site. So it is just like a plastic processing facility or a sorting facility. They don't do things here, they don't throw things here that decompose. Well, I hope not. So no smell that goes this way, but I'm not sure. Maybe if you really get close to the area, but we drive by here, that's our gate, and we don't smell any. And yeah, so what they do is the stuff that's not um hang on, the stuff that are not uh hold on, I need to be careful of my footing here, that could not be uh sent back to the recycling place, they bury it down. And I'm not really worried about our safety because the dump site is on the lower um, area and we are high up. The only ugly thing about it is on that side it's a bit bare, and when you walk up right at the top of our property, that's the view that you will see from down here. And that is why that perimeter, that side, before you go downhill onto the pig pen, I'm trying to plant a lot of trees to cover that ugly site. So I'm not really complaining. I love the place. It doesn't bother me. And I think that's the reason why we got a good deal out of it, because I did say right at the very beginning to the owner, I love the place, but the dump site, I mean, you can't really hide it. It's there, and it's our entrance. Apparently, this I will discuss further um on my next or another video, that we are not allowed to use this gate because it's solely it was constructed solely for the use of the Menro people, the people who manage this place. So this down here, it has like a already like a road leading up to there, down at the bottom, but the bottom where the housing is. So I'll discuss further about the housing here. But the problem is we have to widen that space. So that space here, and even those bamboo trees, is still ours. And this is the perimeter, this is the boundary. So this is still the owner's property, the one next to it. So I had to like discuss it with him because the mayor changes his mind. In the beginning, before we bought the property, we were told, we were reassured many times that we were allowed to use that road, and then eventually we were told we couldn't, and we already started building the house. So I had to tell the owner that in buying a property, the very first thing you would wanted to find out is if the property has an access road, and you have to provide it us. So they agreed that they will be the one to develop this road. Yeah, we will have to wait for the dry season to do it. And then currently this is what we are using, and I wanted to plant some more trees over there to hide it. So that's the boundary as well on that side. All right, I'm gonna talk about this. This is a very old moringa tree, and it has been showing signs of stress, and I do not want to lose it. It's such an old tree, and it's starting to like um produce some seeds. I'm gonna take the seeds for planting, and this is such a really bad way of cleaning up the tree. I've already taken out a lot of like, yeah, it's not a clean cut. That's why I wanted to do a clean cut so the tree won't suffer. I'm gonna save this, and I started piling up the material down here to cover the roots and to preserve moisture. So I'm gonna take this off as much as I can. I've already taken a few off. Yeah. So I've done as much as I can, a clean cut. Or at least what would my bolo would allow me to do, but that one is already started rotting. It's because I think rain has lodged into it because it wasn't like a slant cut. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but that will do. Yeah. See if I could get my mini chainsaw. I wanted to like cut it from here because my bolo won't allow a clean cut here. Yeah. So this is the base of the moringa tree, and as you can see, half of it is like bare. I wanted to cover that, so as to preserve the moisture that could make the life of this tree a lot better. So I have some grass here that I cut. Gonna gather some twigs and stuff it here. Yeah, and there's my work done here. I think I have to come back like a week later when this is all wilted down. It won't be much, but for now that will do. So what do you think, guys? Will this tree make it? Yeah. Oh, it's really hot now after it's been drizzling for a few times. Right, so these are all the planting materials I got. I put this in the sack and bring it up there. So currently this is my potting area because it's close to the house. Oh gosh, I'm out of breath. And anything that I need, like a bottle to drink water, or just get some more a watering can, or find my secateur, find my trowel. It's all here. And I'm going to request to my nephew to make me a potting table if possible. So these are all the seeds that I'm currently trying to sprout, and then I will have to build another raised bed close to the house That's the reason why we have this raised bed here, so they could get water and I could check on them regularly and act quickly when something needs watering or what's happening with them, and not go up there to check on them and water them. So these are the boxes that came the other day. The remaining skim coat. So this is the current situation. And at last, these seeds are not from China because I've been buying from Lazada, the online shop, and most of them are from China. And sometimes you get lucky. It's just pure luck that you get to sprout something out of them. And these are my handy dandy tools, or all of my secateurs from the UK. And I'm currently, this is sand with a bit of oil in it just to protect them from rust. And then, yeah, they're doing well in here. So this is the secateur that I got from Lazada. Sometimes this would snap out and it can't really do much, but I'm keeping it anyway. There you go. So I'm going to process these for planting. And this is the soil that I got from the area here. It's yeah, heavy clay. So I'm gonna add a bit of sand remaining from the building material and some pots. Alright, so here comes Gomprina. So since it's today's Peso's day off, I have to go and feed the pigs their lunch. Oh, I normally feed the pigs in the morning myself. That way I could like investigate if they're doing all right or not. And also, so Pastor could get a good sleep because sometimes he stays up at night to make sure that the um, electrical fans are working properly. You have to be very careful here because nothing has been done here apart from my nephew the other day. He cut off some of the grass so you could like actually see your footing going down here, but eventually we'll have like a good structure here. We have to earn a budget first, set aside some money for that. My husband doesn't come down here much. He's been once because his knees are not up to it, right? So this is our setup. It's pretty new. This is the very first time that we look after pigs on the property. So, oh my gosh. So, I'm not sure if this is really making any sense. So, I bought some salt from the market the other day. And what I do is every time I come in to clean the feeder, I have to step in here, just hoping it's enough to kill off any bacteria. So look at them. We need to top up the hay, the rice hay straw, and they haven't done anything much about the moringa leaf. That is something new. So I'll give them time to like adjust the things. Um, so currently they are on a starter feed. Yeah. So we need to like improve the setup to have like a proper bench here to store everything. But for now, so my nephew has brought this. This is where we dissolve the vitamins and mix it to the drink. Oh, he cleaned this area. I think Peso did. Yesterday it was like bushy and I was like a bit scared. Perhaps there's something hiding on the bushes because we are out in nature and this area is close to the creek. So yeah, so that's the remaining feed up there and some some are down here, which is very accessible for me being a short person. Oi, oi, what are you doing? Now get off the salt bucket, please. Nara, thank you. Yeah, it's lunchtime for him now, so everything around here is like improvised. So my nephew did this, and this is what we use to like scrape the dirty water off. But I've been doing it like 3 times already this morning. But these things, when they drink, they literally step inside the drinking tub. So yeah, so I need to step in and empty the feeding tub, clean it up. Oh my gosh, did I step on your snout? Oh my gosh. Right. Here, piggies. So I'm trying not to give too much because look at this guy. He's stepping inside the feeder. So people might see this as like a hard life, but for me, it's like totally. Ay, gintamugan mo ron? Ay, sorry ga. Kung ko gani, day off mo, mag-rest ikaw, pro. Ate, sige sangka scoop pa lang man gintao ko. Hindi ko rin ipagdugangan. Salamat. Nara, Nara, move, move. Yeah, but they're still eating it. Apparently, they've been fed. It's 12 o'clock. So, this, I haven't shown it to you before. Because I thought people would be like shocked. Why did you pick this property or this location or this area? Well, as you can see, the views is everything to me. But here, so this is the area I've showed you earlier. And they have done digging and dumping on that area, so they cannot dig anymore on that area. And now that is the recycling facility. They sort stuff and store it there. But this is the site that you haven't seen before. So there's area here that's beside the road, but the area is up to here, and for sure they will be digging onto here as well in the future. But for the meantime, they have a lot of vegetable plots there, and they have a nursery over there as well. So as you can see, those are the sacks which they put all of the recycling materials to be recycled. Yeah, so that's the digger, the same digger that we hired to um, dig our road going up to our home, and also the area where the house is being situated. So what a beautiful sight if that is out of the picture, but with that, but that doesn't bother me because this makes up for it. Yeah, look at these guys. Lunchtime. So this is kombucha. This is zinnia. That's Nara. This is Rupi. And where is Gomprina? Gomprina! Gomprina! Here's Gomprina. Here's Gomprina. Oh my gosh. And then we have, look at that. He's looking here. He's looking over here. That is Goko. Not sure if you can see him. That is Goko. Yeah, such a beautiful dog. But he has to be um, tied up on a leash because he has been escaping like every day, going down the village and then coming back in the evening. And we are not sure who's feeding him or if he ever gets fed. And then one day he came back with a bit of a gash underneath his front legs. So, for that reason, we had to tie him up, which is really against my heart, but it's for his own safety. Just so until he gets a little bit like happy here without going somewhere else, and then we will let him roam around together with these guys. Good evening, everybody. So it's 7 o'clock, and we just had dinner. And earlier, I wanted to finish the video with a view or a filming the sunset for you guys. But today was a gloomy day. It's because of the typhoon, the very first one of this year. So there was no sunset. There was nothing to um, film. So we just had dinner, and I thought I would end my video with an evening shot. Our CCTV. I don't know why it's not lighting up. My brother is here tonight, and I feel like safer if a family member is sleeping. So he's gonna stay with Peso in the little hut or kubo. Actually, Peso's not back yet. I've been pushing him to or encouraging him to go down to the village today because his day off was yesterday and today. And I said, go out, have a life. But he didn't want to. But he left like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he is not back yet. Look, there is a dog down there that is not ours. That's why the motion sensor light came on. And the little ones, I'm not sure if they have detected him but or her, but they're not barking. They're supposed to do their job, like warn us if there is like an invader or yeah, a trespassers, a dog or people. Right. So my worry is um I think I'm not sure, but it's like a really a common thing among Filipinos to drive after drinking alcohol. And that's why I'm a bit worried about Peso tonight because he left at 4. I am not worried of him going out being with his mates, and having the best time. But I worry that he might get into drinking with his mates and then driving back up here. And I wanted to finish this video here, guys. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.